All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Now, just wanted to do a video on the basic understanding of knowing who you do good unto. All right? To know who you do good unto. Okay? Because this truth, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding we have, it gives us wisdom. Okay? We're reading advice from spiritual men. Men that have lived in the past lives, and they experience things, and then they're giving you advice on those different situations and things that they've experienced, which that's wisdom. Okay? It's wisdom. The men that have experienced things, and then they've gained the knowledge and the understanding of that situation. That's wisdom. And we're reading that. We're reading on wisdom about charity and knowing who you do good unto. Because before I get into this chapter, which I'm probably only going to read just this chapter, it just goes into that subject fully. But, the other day or yesterday before camp, I'm outside getting my coats on and stuff, and this dude, this weird looking dude, so-called white dude, came up to me and asked me if I had a couple dollars so we could get something to eat, and said he was a retired veteran. Now, automatically, I'm thinking like, I'm not going to give this man nothing, because I still had to discern his character. I still had to discern, his true intentions. Looking at him at first, there was nothing off about him. But then I seen that he was really antsy and back and forth. And then he kept looking around, he couldn't stay focused. And then he said he's a retired veteran. And what he was saying and how he was acting didn't add up. So my discernment and my wisdom told me, hey, I'm not going to give him any money. I did have some dollars on me, but I was like, I'm not giving it to this man, because this dude's probably a sinner. He's probably wicked. And then lo and behold, later on that day at camp, I seen him on the corner somewhere doing some drugs, man. So that was a clear example of he just wanted my money to get drugs. He lied to me and said it was for food and tried to say he was a veteran, but I discerned that to be a lie. And that's a basic example of using wisdom that these scriptures are about to give us. All right, and not thinking how this world thinks in that situation. So I'm just going to go into this chapter, and Lord willing, it's edifying. All right, Ecclesiastes, which was written by the man named Sirach, 12:1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Let me read that again. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. So you have to discern who you're doing good things unto. That's what it's saying. When thou will do good, right? Meaning when you help someone out, know to whom thou doest it. Meaning discern that person's character. Discern their spirit before you just do random stuff. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Right, because you're going to be thanked because you discern correctly if you actually decided to help someone out. But this is basic wisdom that this world doesn't teach you. All right, this is a part of coming back to who you are, knowing the proper order and how we're supposed to carry and conduct ourselves in these end times, especially with dealing with these carnal-minded, wicked people out here. You got to know who you help out, man. You can't walk around with a naive and gullible mindset, which this world teaches you, help out everybody. It's about your intention. Well, your intention can be pure, but the actions that come from your intention are wicked. Your intentions can be pure, but, what your intentions brought forth was something that wasn't good. So that was you being a fool because you didn't consider. Like I said, the dude yesterday, had I not considered, had I not thought about who I'm doing good unto, then I would have actually aided to him sinning, and doing these drugs and going off. All right. So I seen that. I seen him doing whatever he was doing, man. It could have been whatever, but I seen him smoking it or something. And then I was like, man, that's a video. Because I utilize wisdom. And this is basic wisdom, that we learn as we grow in this truth. So Ecclesiastes 12:2, it says, do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. So you have to do good unto people that you discern to be godly. And even if they don't give you something in return, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will, that's going to be a blessing unto you. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will bless you for that. The people that we really should be concerned about doing good unto are the brothers, the brotherhood. Because majority of these people in this world are wicked. So of course there's nothing wrong with like holding a door for somebody or something like that. Just common courtesy when you're out and about shopping or whatever. But when it comes to, just like the example yesterday, when it comes to people coming up asking you for money and stuff, you're supposed to discern. Because no good can come to him that is occupied in evil. So you're trying to do good unto that person, but he's going to take that money and go do something wicked with it. You could be trying to help people out. You give them money and then they go buy a weapon with your money and then they go murder someone. So you basically involved yourself in that murder, You got to know to who you do good unto, man. That's just basic, simple wisdom. And we got to utilize this more than ever in these times because this world doesn't teach you these basic principles. You watch all these people out here and they're just fools, man. No discernment, gullible, naive. They trust everything the so-called white man tells them on the news. They don't have any wisdom. Verse 4 says, give to the godly man and help not a sinner. So exactly, you're supposed to give to people you consider to be just godly, man. You got that radar in you, man. Oh, this dude seems like to be like a cool dude. He may not believe in the truth, but you can just tell like Jake Jake believes in the Most High. They just don't know him yet. But you never know. There could be some people around you that could turn out to be a part of the elect. We'll never know until that time comes. But it's all about discerning. Verse 5, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. So again, this is basic wisdom. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. So if you see homeless people, ain't nothing wrong with giving to them. But you just got to discern. Like, okay, this dude looks like he's sincere and he just needs some food. So I'm gonna help him out. But give not to the ungodly. If you see a dude shooting up needles and then he comes asking you for some money, you shouldn't give it to him, man. Or if something in you is telling you, oh, this man is not going to use this money for a good thing, then you don't give it to him. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. Overmaster thee, becomes a master over you. Basically, he backstabbed you. He backstabbed you and he got over on you. That's what can happen, if you don't use this wisdom. It says, for else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him. So if you're walking around with a naive mindset and just willy-nilly being nice and friendly to everybody and getting super comfortable with random people, that can actually come back and bite you because you were being naive. So this chapter here is really just telling us the whole, like, if you sit back and just think about what this chapter is talking about, summarizing it, is really just talking about having discernment. You know, it's just going into discerning and judging every situation, you know, small and great. We got to discern. We got to think before we act, especially in this world with all these carnal, two-third people, two-third Israelites, these wicked heathens. These people don't think before they act. They're just in the moment and they react to their emotions, and then that's what controls them. But we got to think spiritually, you know, and discern. I'm only going to read a little bit more in this chapter. Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 6. It says, "For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment." And when I read this earlier, I was like, damn. So for one, it tells you two things. For one, it tells you that the Lord does hate, and he hates sinners. Okay, so why are you going to do good into someone that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hates? If the Lord hates him, you hate him. It's not the other way around. It's not, oh, God made, you know, like, no, it's not. What do these people say? They say something like, God may not like it, but I do. Or you know, I don't hate, God does, or only I hate, God doesn't hate. Like, no. All that stuff is ass backwards, man. If the Lord hates it and he doesn't like it, then neither do you. It says, "For the Most High hateth sinners," right? And then the second thing was that, and he will keep them. It says, "and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment." So that right there lets you know that every wicked person on this planet, they have a due date. Like, there is literally a day that every single wicked person, there is a day that they are destined to die. But the Lord's keeping them until that day. Like, he's preserving them until their punishment, man. And it puts it in perspective, right? It says, "and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment." So all these wicked people, they're all just pretty much dead people walking. You know, they're walking until it's their time to go. So you don't want to just, you don't want to aid these type of people. You know, that's the main point of the video. Discern into who you're helping and who you're doing good into. You don't just want to aid everybody like a child just going around willy-nilly, man. We got to discern these things, all right? The last verse, "give unto the good and help not the sinner." So that's the point. You know, that's pretty much what verse 1 through 7 was saying. Give unto the good and help not a sinner. You know, that's just what I spiritually extracted from that situation that happened yesterday, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Until the next time, shalom.